Okay, we're good to go. Nice to see you all anyway. I hope you're all fit. Where's Lynn gone, John? Is she there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, you are all muted. And let's go. Let's get aligned. Standing nice and tall. Feet together, turn those toes out 10 to 2. Heels behind toes, nice soft knees. Neutral pelvis and spine. Up you get, Elena, we've started. Neutral back and spine. Shoulders are back and down, chin on a shelf, and a string of pearls coming up from your head. Take a nice big deep breath in through your nose. And exhale. Big deep breath in. And exhale. And then on your next inhalation, engage that core, engage pelvic floor, and exhale. Okay, inhale, rotate your head round to the right side, and then exhale as chin comes to chest, and we're just gonna round to the other side. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. So we're just getting some movement through the top of that spine. Just some nice rotations floating from one side to the other. And we'll do 3 more. And 2. And 1. And back to centre. Place your hands on your shoulders, or you can take them out nice and wide for 4 big arm circles. Really opening up that chest and squeezing those shoulders together behind. Oh, it's a little family affair tonight, Abby. 3 and then 4 forward and 4 back. And 4 forward. Just getting some movement through those shoulders, and then take that right hand over by that right ear. Let that left hand come down to your knee and back to center. Inhale. Exhale, change sides. Just getting some lateral movement through that spine. We're not leaning backwards or forwards, just straight down to the side. Still keeping those knees soft and that core and pelvic floor engaged. And we'll do 1 more each side. That's great. Then take those arms out wide by your sides. Palms are facing down. Inhale. Exhale as you rotate round to one side. We're keeping those hips facing forward. We're just getting some movement through that waist. And we'll do 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Let those arms come back down by your sides. Inhale. Exhale as chin comes to chest. Round those shoulders. Tucking that tailbone under as you reach down to those toes. And then stand back up nice and tall. Stacking those vertebrae one at a time. All the way back up to standing. That's great. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Reaching those toes. See if you can reach down just a little bit further each time. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. You might feel a little stretch down those hamstrings as we reach as well. And we'll just do 1 more. Inhale, exhale, round that spine, reach, and then come all the way back up to standing. Okay, shoulders are back and down. Inhale, exhale as you just bring that right knee up to hip height and then place it back down on the floor. We're going to just do 8 on one side, just to get that core really engaged, challenge that balance slightly and get some movement between hips, knees and ankles. And we'll do 3 more. 2, and hold it on 1, and we're just going to rotate that ankle around 4 times one way and 4 times the other way. Great stuff. Movement's just coming from your ankles. Place it back down. We're going to do the same again left side. Just to hip height. Inhale, exhale, lift. must not have finished your decorating, John. It does look like Lynn's hiding there under a blanket by the side of you. And then hold it for that last one, and we'll rotate 4 times one way and 4 times the other way. Okay, we're going to come, oh, careful Elena. We're going to come all the way down onto your mat. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, round those shoulders, walk down and out into a plank, come down onto your knees, and then come all the way around to seated. I might lose another layer, I've warmed up already. It's quite nice and warm in here. I've had my little heater on. Okay, we're just going to do a few spine stretches. So legs are squeezed together, sitting nice and straight. We're just going to slide our hands down our legs. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, round and reach, and then come all the way back up to seated. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. We're just going to really lengthen out that spine, reach with those arms, and then come all the way to seated, still keeping that core and pelvic floor engaged. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, reaching down as far as we can. And we'll do 4 more. Big deep breath in, laterally filling those lungs, and exhale as we reach. Inhale, exhale, and 2 more. Big deep breath in, exhale, reach, and 1 more. Okay, that's lovely. Just slide those feet back up. Legs and knees are squeezed together. I want you to place those arms out in front, palms are down. Inhale, exhale as we roll back, and we're going to hold it here for 3 breaths. And then come all the way back up to seated. Inhale, exhale. So we sit back on those sitting bones, making that little C with your stomach. Come back as far as you can still feel control. In and out for 3 breaths. And then come all the way back up to seated. Still keeping those shoulders down away from your ears. Big deep breath in. Exhale, squeezing those legs together. And then all the way back up. We're going to do 4 more. Sliding back, keeping those arms shoulder height. 3 breaths in and out. And then come all the way to seated. Nice work. I'll say hi to Michelle and Wendy and Sophie, who aren't here tonight, because I'm recording this session so I can send it to them. If anyone else would like me to send them an email of this session, yeah, you want it, Di? And then you can do it again later in the week. Yeah, I've got it available. And just hinging back, inhale. And then all the way to seated. Okay, just give your arms a little wiggle because we're going to do 100. So we're going to do the same again. We're going to hinge back like we did, keeping that core engaged. If you wanted to lift those knees up parallel to your arms, inhale for 5 breaths. Exhale as we rotate. Okay, we've got 10 more. 9, 8, 7, no, I'm only going to go to 5. We haven't got 10 more at all. 2, and 1. And come back all the way to seated. Well done. Oh, that definitely warmed me up. Okay, sitting a little bit further to the end of your mat. Place your hands behind those thighs. Shoulders are back and down. Inhale and then exhale as we roll back. Just to shoulders and then come all the way back up to seated. Try not to place those feet on the floor. Keeping nice and aligned. Inhale, exhale. Legs are squeezed together. Nice and controlled, all the way back up. And Pam, she's gone shopping tonight with to the designer outlet. I went actually the other day to the designer outlet. It was fairly quiet. I was impressed. I'll just do 2 more. And 1. And then we're going to come all the way down onto your mat. All the way down, nice and controlled. Okay, take both knees to tabletop. Arms are relaxed down by your sides. Inhale. And then exhale as you extend that right leg and then come back to tabletop. Inhale, exhale as you extend left and back to tabletop. We're going to go for 8 and 8. 7, 7, 6. So this is really working that lower core. Still using that breath. Shoulders are down away from ears. And 3 more. And 2 and 1. Okay, take those legs up straight to the ceiling. Inhale. If you wanted to place your hands under your bum for a little bit of support for that lower back, that's absolutely fine. Or if you want to just to bend those knees, shorten those levers, that's fine. Inhale, exhale as you lower that right leg to about 1 inch off the floor and back up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, lower left. Inhale as you bring that leg up, exhale as you lower. And we're going to do 4 more each side. And 3, and 3, keeping those legs straight as possible if you can. So the only movement is coming from your hip, nothing from your knees. Even if you've got your knees bent, the movement's still coming from your hip. And final 1, give those knees a little hug. Just circle around 4 times one way and then 4 times the other way. Okay. With taking your shoulders off your mat, if you wanted to take your shoulders off your mat, this makes it quite challenging. You can keep your shoulders on the mat if you wanted to. Inhale. And then exhale as those arms come out wide by your sides. Lengthen and then give those knees a little hug. Inhale, exhale. Give those knees a hug. Inhale, exhale, reach. It's called a double leg stretch in Pilates. In boot camp, I call it a banana. Because I think here, you're like a banana. And we'll do 3 more. 2 and 1. And then come all the way back up to seated. Okay, taking those legs out nice and wide. I might just shimmy this screen down a little bit so you can see me a bit better. That's it. Sitting with legs nice and wide, arms come out to shoulder height. Inhale. And then exhale as you rotate. That left hand comes down to that little toe on your right and then all the way back up to seated. Inhale. Exhale, rotate and reach. Reach. And we'll do 4 more each side. Really getting some good rotations through that waist. Reach. We're trying to keep our glutes placed on the mat as well, so you might not be able to reach it up because it's really going to stretch out these adductors. That looks great. Reach. Keeping those shoulders down away from your ears. And we'll do 1 more each side. Core engaged. Reach. And 1. There we go. Okay, we're going to come all the way over onto our front. Place your hands under your shoulders. Legs are squeezed together because we're going to work those inner thighs as well. Inhale to prepare, and then exhale as you lift that chin, chest, ribs off your mat. So your hands aren't pressing up, they're just there for a little bit of support. The work really is coming from that lower back, through those shoulders as well. Inhale, exhale, lift, and lower. You'll feel those glutes are engaged, those inner thighs are engaged, core, pelvic floor engaged. So you're tucking your tummy button in away from your mat. Inhale, exhale. And we'll do 4 more. Inhale, lift as we exhale. Inhale as we come back down. And 2 more. That's great stuff. And 1 more. Okay. We've done this before, those what am I calling them? What am I calling them? It's a single leg kick, that's what it is. Okay, so we've normally done these down on our hand, the down resting our head, but we're going to come up onto our shoulders. Make sure shoulders are over elbows. Just clasp one hand in another. Those legs are squeezed together. Inhale and exhale as we just pat for 2. And then change sides. Inhale, exhale for 2 breaths. And we're going to go for 4 more each side. So we're really firing up those hamstrings, keeping that core and pelvic floor engaged. 3, 2, and 1 more each side. Nice work. Okay, coming up onto those hands and knees. Inhale as we round that spine, tip that tailbone under. Exhale as those ribs press down towards your mat, chin away from chest. Inhale, exhale. And we're just here for 4 more. Really open up those shoulders and then sink down, keeping that core, pelvic floor engaged. 2 and 1. Just sit back on those heels, walk those arms out in front, bring that forehead down to your mat. That little stretch through that upper back. And then we're going to come all the way down onto your side. Okay, down onto your elbow or your hand or your arm, it's up to you. Just have a little posture check using your mat for a guide. All in one long straight line. Shoulders, hips, knees and ankles are stacked. I want you to take that top leg to hip height. Inhale. And then exhale as you bring that knee up towards your chest. And then take it behind. Okay, so we normally do this with legs out at 45 degrees. Having them straight is a little bit more challenging. If you wanted to take them out to 45 degrees, that's absolutely fine. Inhale, exhale as it comes up to the front because we're squeezing those obliques, squeezing that core. Inhale as we open up. 2 and 1. Okay, take those legs nice and long again. If you brought them out to 45 degrees, make sure you're in one long straight line. Okay, what I want you to do now, inhale, exhale as you take that top leg as far as you can up. Flex that foot as you bring it back down. Point up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Point up. Flex down. And we'll do 4 more. Still using that breath. Inhale. Exhale. And 3. And 2. And 1. Nice work. Okay, place those feet together. Inhale. And then exhale as we lift both legs up off your mat. Again, the work's just coming from those obliques. There's nothing coming from those legs. Squeeze in between hips and ribs. Inhale, exhale, lift. And we'll go for 4 more here. Core and pelvic floor are engaged. 3 and 2, looking lovely. And 1. Okay, bend those knees. We'll come all the way up to a mermaid stretch. So both knees are bent. You'll probably have your right foot in front if you're mirroring me, and then your left foot comes behind. Shoulder over wrist, inhale, and then exhale as you press those hips forwards, reach to the ceiling, and then come back down to seated. Inhale, exhale, lift. Feel that real good stretch down that side we've just been working. Open up those hips, open up that hip flexor, and we're strengthening that shoulder as well. So we're still doing work as well as having a nice stretch. And 3, 2, and last one. Brilliant work. And then bring both legs round to the other side, and we'll just do the same again on the other side. So we've got those front and back swings, lifts, and the oblique crunch. So it's up to you whether you wanted your legs out at 45 degrees or a little bit more challenging in one line. Take that hand in front for support, lift that top leg to hip height, inhale, and then exhale as you bring that knee up towards your chest. Inhale, behind, exhale. So movement is only coming from that hip. Again, if you find that challenging, just bend that knee, shorten those levers. It's up to you. And we'll go for 3 more. Exhale. And 2, so you'll feel those glutes working as you take that leg behind, and then place it back down on that top leg. Okay, let's get realigned. Shoulders are back and down. Inhale. Leg goes up nice and straight. Flex and down. Inhale. So the movement is only coming from your hip again, and you're trying to keep that core stable. We're just mobilizing hips, stabilizing that core, getting a lot of flexibility through the ankle as well, flexing and extending. That'd be nice for you, that, John, to be able to do that with no weight on it. And 1 more, and we're really working those glute meads as well. I can feel that working. Okay, legs and hips, legs, knees and ankles stay together. Inhale, exhale as we lift both. You've got that little squeeze between ribs and hips. Working those obliques. We're still stabilizing that core. Inhale, exhale, lift. And 3, 2, and 1, and then let's come all the way back up to seated. Place that left hand down, left leg is in front. Just tuck that right leg behind you, inhale, and then exhale as we reach. pressing those hips forwards, and then come back down onto your mat. Inhale, exhale, lift. That's it, opening up that hip flexor, reach, feel that good stretch. And we'll do 3 more. And 2. And 1. Nice work. Okay, we're going to come all the way back down onto your mat. So arms and legs are out long. You're going to inhale and then exhale as you lift that right arm and left leg for 3, 2, 1 and release. Inhale, left arm, right leg for 3, 2, 1, release. Inhale, exhale. Really taking those fingers and toes as far away from each other as you can. And release, keeping that tummy button tucked away, tucked up from the mat. Core is engaged. 2, 1, inhale, exhale. And we'll do 3 more. And 1 more. Okay, sit back on those heels. Have another little stretch there. And then come all the way onto all fours. Back is nice and flat, shoulders are down away from ears. Just check your alignment. Hips are above knees. Core is engaged. Inhale and then exhale as we extend that right arm and left leg. And then back to center. If you're finding yourself a little bit unstable, just slide that hand and foot across the floor and then come back to center. Inhale, exhale. Keeping those eyes down. If you want to challenge yourself, really reach. Inhale, exhale, reach. Oh, lovely work, everybody. And we'll go for 3 and 2 and 1. And then we'll take it up into a plank position. Shoulders are above wrists. Press back into those heels. Inhale to prepare, and then exhale as you lift that right leg. Keeping that leg nice and straight, and then place it back down on the floor. Inhale, exhale, lift left. And we'll do 4 more. This one is quite challenging, so if you wanted to drop down onto your knees, that's absolutely fine. And 2 and 1. Okay, tuck those toes under, bum goes up, heels go down. Walk those hands back. Inhale and then exhale as you bring both knees to about 1 inch off the floor, and then press those heels back down. Ears are between elbows. Keep that core engaged. We're just flowing up and down. So this is really going to strengthen those quads. It's going to strengthen those shoulders. Two more. And 1. And I'm going to walk those hands all the way back up to standing. Round those shoulders. Tip that tailbone under and then stack that vertebrae one on top of the other. Inhale to prepare and then exhale. Chin comes to chest as we're going to walk all the way down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a little posture check. Inhale, exhale as we walk back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Round that spine uncurl, stand tall. Chin on a shelf, string of pearls up from your head. Deep breath in. Exhale, chin to chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Elena, Ali hasn't made it tonight, has she? I'll have to email her a link as well. There's no getting away from it now. There's no cancelling anymore. Now I've worked out YouTube. No one needs to miss a single class ever again. Press back in those heels. And then walk back. All the way up to standing. And we'll stay down in plank this time, and we'll come back round to seated. Come down onto those knees, all the way back round to seated. We'll just do a few glute bridges, I think. A few variations of glute bridge to finish. Okay, laying down on your floor, sliding those heels up to your bum. Knees and ankles are squeezed together, arms are relaxed by your sides. I want you to turn those toes out to 10 to 2. Keep your heels connected. Inhale, and then exhale as we lift that tailbone up, peeling our spine away from the mat, shoulders, hips and knees are in line, and then come all the way back down. So it's like a plie, well, it's a plie glute bridge, but it's a bit like doing a plie squat. So we're working those glute meads, and then coming all the way down. Engage that core, engage pelvic floor lift. So we're in one straight line. Be careful not to overextend and press those hips too far. Inhale, exhale, curl up. And then curl back down, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, exhale, lift. And 2 more, nice and controlled. These moves are nice and smooth and flow, just from one position to the other. And down, okay. Place those heels behind toes this time. So we're going to work those big glute muscles. Arms stay relaxed by your sides. Inhale. Exhale, peel that spine away, tipping that tailbone under. And then slowly back down. Inhale, exhale, lift, and lower. Inhale, exhale, lift. Di, I think your feet need to be just a little bit further apart, so they're at hip width apart. Not that your feet aren't together, they should be about a hip width apart. Just a little gap. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. And lower. And then we'll just do 2 more. And then on your last one, I'd like you to hold that glute bridge. Shoulders, hips and knees are in line. Extend that right foot to the ceiling. Inhale. And then exhale as we lower. So we're really working the hamstring on that left leg, left glutes, and then we're really working the hip flexors on that right leg as we lift and lower. And again, you can shorten those levers, bend that knee, lift and lower. That's another option. And we'll do 3 more. And lower. When you lower your leg, just keep it about 1 inch off the floor. And again, movement is only coming from your hips. And then just place that foot back down and then roll that spine down onto your mat. Nice and slow and controlled. Okay, nice work. Inhale, exhale, tip that tailbone under, peel that spine away from your mat, extend that left leg up to the ceiling. So you're still in that hip bridge. We're going to lift and lower that left leg 8 times. Keeping that leg nice and straight and keeping that right foot planted on the floor. That's not moving anywhere. And 2 and 1. Give those knees a little hug. Lower yourself down. Good work. Just circle them round. And then 4 times round the other way. Okay, bring those legs out nice and long. Flex those toes. So point your toes up towards you. Arms come over by your ears. Inhale. And then exhale as those arms float over by your ears. When they get to your shoulders, chin comes to chest. And we're just going to peel that spine up off of your mat all the way to seated. Inhale and then exhale. If you can, Elena, if you can just come halfway, get your chin to chest, and just come up off your shoulders. That would be perfect. Or what you could do is bend those knees and slide those hands up towards your knees. So just do a half curl up rather than a full curl up. That's still going to work all those abdominals at the front. Inhale. Yeah, that's great. And then nice and slowly back down. Yeah, brilliant. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Halfway or all the way. It is really challenging to come all the way up. Keeping those toes flexed and curling down. Inhale, big deep breath in, laterally filling those lungs. Exhale. And we'll do 2 more. All the way down, and then your last one all the way up, and then come all the way back down. Nice work. Okay, just keep yourself nice and long. We'll have a good stretch, get ourselves back into that pre-exercise state. So take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Really filling those lungs. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, let those arms sink down into your mat. Let those shoulders relax. Relax those hips. And those legs all the way down through your knees, ankles and toes. Okay, take those arms out wide by your sides. Slide those heels up to your bum. Drop both knees to the right side. I say drop, gently place, not drop. And then look over your left shoulder. Just feel that real good stretch through that waist. Okay, bring both knees back to 12 o'clock. And just let them come gently down to the left side and look over that right shoulder. So you feel a little stretch through your chest as well. And then I want you to come all the way over onto your front. We'll try and go into that pigeon pose. So you go into plank position, then bring that right knee up to your right wrist, and then that right foot will be somewhere behind that left hand. We're going to sink down onto those elbows. I'll come a little bit further around so you can see where my foot is. So your foot's on this side. So let that right leg or left leg, whichever the one behind, just let it slide back naturally, nice and straight, as then you sink down onto your elbows. If you wanted to come down onto your hip, if that's a bit more comfortable, come down onto your hip if you want to. Yeah, yeah, like that. Just, that's worse. Is it? Oh no. Is this because you had a fight with a tumble dryer last week? You're still not repaired? Okay, you should feel a real nice stretch down that hip. Yeah, perfect. Are you okay there, Elena, as well? Yeah, nice. Okay, come back into plank position. Change sides, bring that left knee to left wrist and let that right leg slide back. Then come down onto those elbows. You should feel that stretch down that inner thigh. Well, down the outer thigh, a little bit down the inner thigh. That's it, Elena. Is one side's better than the other. It's always the case. Yeah. Just sink down nice and low. Well done. Okay, then come back into plank position. Press back into those heels. And then you can just have a nice little, I'll show you again from the side, a nice little calf stretch here. If you want to paddle those heels. And then walk those hands back. Rounding those shoulders. Nice work. Let's get realigned. Feet together. Turn those toes out to 10 to 2. Place those heels behind toes. Nice soft knees, neutral pelvis and spine. Shoulders are back and down, chin on a shelf and a string of pearls coming up from your head. Take a nice deep breath in, let those arms float up by your ears. And then exhale as they come back down by your sides. Inhale, exhale. And one more. And let those arms come down by your sides. And we are done for tonight. Thank you. That was lovely work, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Great to see you all. But yeah, I've got the link now on YouTube, so I'll send it all to you. Whether you want to do it again, it's up to you. You're having it anyway. And and I'll see you soon. Maybe legs, bums and tums. If not next week, I'll see you Wednesday, Tom. I'll see you Wednesday, John.
See you Wednesday.
Cool. Thank you very much. Bye.